We're live, apparently. Apparently, we're live. Welcome to FPL. Do you guys hear that? Whenever I get a WhatsApp message, do you hear that noise?
No.
No?
I heard that just now, no.
So, okay, fair enough. Because I wasn't sure. Because whenever I get a WhatsApp message, it makes this noise. And I don't know whether people will hear it live. But we're live now. Fuck it. So, yeah, welcome to FPL. Whatever. I've got Dubul Dee here with me and Ash, the returning Ash. Your hair is still the same as last time you were on. What are you doing? Does your hair not grow? Do you
Going to the barbers every 2 weeks, mate?
Jeez.
Nothing better to do in my life.
looking young, boy.
And how much does it cost you?
It's about it's a Turkish base, so it's about 17 quid. But I'll give them a score. I get a little massage, you know what I mean? Come out a new man. You know what I mean?
Oh, fair enough.
looking like you're still in your 20s, brother. Looking fresh.
We'll get that value for money, man.
Fresh.
Money. Ferguson's head. Was it no value in the market? You know, when it comes to this Turkish barber, bro. Come on.
He does all right on me, man. He does all right.
Have you read
The whole
that
thing with a lighter as well.
Yeah.
Have you read that begs to differ? Thank you very much.
Well, what do you mean? Where's your barber from?
He's from Nigeria, actually.
Oh my goodness! And you crossed over. Wow.
Well, he's been cutting my hair since '95, so you know.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I thought you only went with Ghanaians.
No, you got to stick. Look, I don't like different people touching my headpiece. When you went on holiday, I had palpitations. when my barber went on holiday, I had palpitations with it. I was like, what do I do? Oh my God, I need to go out. Look at my hair.
Fair enough. We're not wearing your baseball cap today, so.
Yeah, because my hair is lower than it was.
It's a fresh trim this time.
Fresh, man. It looks all right.
I got a trim a couple of weeks ago, so it's more preserved.
What phone do you have, by the way? It's a red phone. Is it one of those Motorola ones with the do you remember back in the day? They used to sell
Motorola, it's a bloody iPhone, mate. Taking the piss.
Show me.
Taking the piss.
Show me the phone. Oh, okay.
I've
never seen a red iPhone before. Right? I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'll blie you. Can you say me?
Why are you doing that? What is this?
I saw it the other day. I hadn't seen it for like 2 years, and I saw it the other day. So yeah, I found it highly amusing again.
All right, fair enough. Are you trying to cheer yourself up after a shit start to your FPL season?
This guy's trying to mock me. Still,
I'm just asking you a question.
I have more points than you. I have more points than you.
You have more. Where are you in the table
overall? No, you're talking about the head-to-head. We'll get to that in a minute because we're going to do our teams.
What that matters,
bruv. But bro, I've got more points than you.
That's what that matters.
Yeah. So when I do,
you blog on it, bro.
When I do catch you, brother. Yeah. When I do, man said if you know, talking with chest, I'm above you in the flipping no trophies league, bruv. So you better back down.
But it's not head to head.
The no trophies league is head to head.
But
there's two.
Whatever. But which one's more important?
Overall, I think is
still there's 35 bloody game weeks left. Putting the flipping balls on the table, back down. Fitness is. Yeah, what should I play you, bruv? I'm bringing out the whole wild card, bruv.
Do you know what? We've only been going live for what? 5 minutes? He's already exploded like a volcano. Right.
Y'all keep pushing my buttons. See, I'm gonna have to be cool. I'm calling HR as we speak anyway. I probably won't get a reply till that. They finish work anyway. I won't get a reply till 9 tomorrow morning. Yeah, bullying me. Still Ash bullying me.
Mate. All right. Well, let's bring up your team. Is this your team? Hang about. Who have you got up front?
Bloody bullying me.
Who you got up
front? I've got Tony.
And how many? Okay, you got. Was it 62 points you got last
Dennis. Week? Yeah, 62 points.
Oh yeah, she said bend me over. That's your team, right? Hang about. Let me just bring this up because I've been practicing with the share screen facility. Here you go. 1 minute.
Okay, it's gonna do something fancy now.
Is this it?
That's that's last week's team. Yeah.
Is that your team?
Before the international break.
Look, I can do something called annotate as well, so I can circle people. Look at that. See, I'm professional now.
Professional.
Did you guys take some? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, bruv. They're differential. It's the only thing keeping me. That's the only thing that's kept me over 200 points each week. My captain scored. I tried not to pick. I tried to go for differentials with my captaincy.
Yeah.
I don't like
That
to
was a
go
lucky
for.
goal as well, man. You got lucky.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. It was a free kick that just went straight in. It wasn't like it. You mean you was just feeding it into a dangerous area. Luckily, it went straight in. Yeah.
So you gambled with Pep Roulette and you kept Cancelo in and you got your 6 points.
He should have bloody scored at the end as well. The problem was is that he was putting in some really good balls from the right, Cancelo, but then they brought Mahrez on and Mahrez was just hogging the right-hand side, cutting into his left foot. So Cancelo was just a passenger because they were playing 10 after 10 minutes anyway, but then he almost scored at the end and that would have given me what I needed. I might downgrade within the coming weeks because 6 million, there's defenders that cost less money that are getting the same amount of points as him. So I might downgrade and then allow me to replenish the midfield or the strikers.
Well, do me a favor. Can you talk to me about this guy right here? Because is he actually even going to be in the country?
Martinez.
Yeah.
Well, I've already Sanchez is my other keeper. I've already done my team for the weekend. Well, I've not made my transfer yet, but I was gonna have Sanchez in goal anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference.
But I'm just asking. I'm trying to create a conversation here for fuck's sake. Stop being like, oh, I already made my substitution. I'm making conversation because there are people that could be watching or listening, and they don't know whether to put.
Who said unfinished? Who said unfinished?
Well, you told me that you changed the goalkeeper, so I assume that you finished.
No, I changed my keeper already anyway, but because of where they are, they would have had to have quarantined anyway. So they wouldn't have been available anyway. But now they're trying to get them banned, aren't they?
Okay.
Was that always going to be the case with all?
They're trying to get the paper, and for some reason, no Liverpool players never went to play for Brazil. Apparently, they could get banned as well.
Or Firmino,
whatever,
and Fabinho.
Yeah, and Alisson.
And Alisson as well.
Was that the situation though? Like, did we know this prior to like them coming back? They weren't going to be available for this.
So we'll see about that. But yeah, Martinez wouldn't have been available anyway. But yeah, some people have actually sold him. There's been some interesting sells. Obviously, Cristiano's the most transferred in, but because he hasn't played a game yet, his price is locked. Because usually his price would have gone up tenfold because of the amount of people putting him in. Over 1 million people have put him in.
But who's been the most transferred out then? Bruno.
A lot of people have. Bruno's transferred out is in the 6-figure region now because obviously Cristiano's going to take the penalties now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Where are these statistics? Where do you find these statistics?
It's on the website or the app. Either or, you can look at selected like transferred in, and it gives you the thingy for in the line that of the player. It tells you how many people have transferred them in and how many people have transferred them out.
You have to go into transfers, I think. And then it comes up with
like on the app
criteria.
If I do it on the app, it's actually quicker because it's all in the line on the player.
Right. Well, I've got the thing on this the main website on.
Yeah, but you can do it easily on the website as well. So
okay, fair enough. Whatever. All right. So you got Tony up front. You got Patrick Bamford.
I'm selling Bamford because his
price
has gone down. Yeah, because his price has gone down, so I don't want him to lose any.
Don't Leeds? Okay, I know Leeds have got Liverpool next. But don't they have some pretty easy fixtures coming up after that?
I can always put him back in, but I don't play people against Liverpool anyway, so he would have been on the bench. So I'm going to put in someone around his price range.
Probably they got a tidy run. They got a nice run.
Yeah. Well, I'm still going to have Fabinho anyway, but he'll be on the bench, probably for Antonio. And then
wasn't Antonio on international duty for Jamaica?
I haven't checked, to be honest. If he was, then I'll just.
I'm sure it was an international duty with Jamaica. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah. So look, they got Newcastle after Liverpool, and then they got West Ham at home,
and then Watford as well.
Watford, yeah. They got Watford, Southampton, Wolves, and Norwich.
Yeah.
So, Wolves. I've been having a conversation with a few people. Wolves have got some decent fixtures coming up as well because they've got Tottenham and Man U out the way already. So, and though that they've not scored so far, they're one of the top teams in the league in chances created and shots and that. So someone's going to get slapped by them soon. I don't know how they didn't score against Man United. That game should have been 3-0 in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. And the Tottenham game as well. They should have beat.
Yeah, they won to Tottenham. Yeah. Dharma was giving them a torrid time.
Crazy.
It's just a decision.
That was interesting. The Adama and Wan-Bissaka, didn't you think?
Yeah, I know, because they go on about Wan-Bissaka's one-on-one defender, but the thing is that his positioning is not very good, but he's fast and has a very good tackle, so can recovery. But if he read the line better, he wouldn't have to do half the tackles he has to make. But Traore's a problem, but it's just the decision making, man.
End product, isn't it? If he can just get any sort of end product, he will be a problem.
So D, you're going to take out Rafinha because he's suspended, isn't he?
No, he would have been on the bench for this game anyway, because I don't play people against Liverpool. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I might as well sell Bamford and get in a striker that I'm going to use so I can go with 3 up top.
Was this like a superstition thing that you're doing?
No, I just don't play. I never have.
Okay. All right.
I'll just sit there. Someone scores against my team and I'm like, yeah. Yeah. You get me? Come on now. Come on.
Right, Ash, let's have a look at your team, geezer.
Because
You are pretty decent at this game, must admit. Where are we? See, now my inexperience is showing. It's showing. We got it. Is this the one?
No, that's not me, man.
That's my. That's
your.
Well, I've not made the transfer yet. That's my team for the weekend. Though I've not.
Right.
Though it will be changing, but yeah.
Did you send me Ash's team then?
No, because Ash hasn't.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you now. One second.
You haven't sent
Send
it
it
to
to you,
me.
double. One second. Yeah.
So send it. Can you send it through Zoom?
Can you put pictures in the chat?
Yeah. There's a chat facility, and then you can send it through that. All right, I'll tell you what. Let me bring my one up on the screen here while we're fucking here. While the comedy man does his stuff. Hold on. Because you're quite funny, to be fair.
Right, Ash just sent it to me.
It sounded really condescending, didn't it?
Who's quite?
You're quite funny.
Who's quite funny? That sounded like a punch in the gut.
Right. So this was my team for the weekend. Kasper Schmeichel got me 3 points, and
how many points did you get in total?
48 or something like that.
Yeah, no wonder you were trying to cover it up.
No, I'm playing,
bro.
Shall I show you this? Can you see this?
Playing, bro.
Can you see this? You can't see this, can you?
I can see it.
What can you see?
You are currently 2 places above me.
Ah, okay. All right.
All right. Because
so,
of goal difference, though.
So Caspar, I was lucky that he didn't get less points because I think he didn't Norwich equalise or something, and it was disallowed.
Yeah, but it got disallowed because the player was obstructing the goalkeeper's view, wasn't he?
Tanganga repaid my.
Shall I show you this?
What the fuck are you doing? Stop it! You're infiltrating my speech right now. So Tanganga repaid. Tanganga repaid the faith I kept in him because I thought, like, fuck, I'm going to keep him in the team, and he got me 6 points with a clean sheet. Mo Salah got me 10, which I was quite pleased about. Jadon Sancho actually got me 3 points. I was well surprised about that. Bumford,
because you get 1 point. Because you get 1 point for a clean sheet because he didn't do nothing.
Yeah, Bumford got me 8 points, and Danny Ings, who I put as my captain, thinking that he was going to get a bag of goals against Brentford. And
we got an assist.
He did. But to be honest, if I look at that team, the only person worth putting as a captain was Salah. And I was saying to myself, I should have fucking done that because he always does well against Chelsea, which is what we were talking about in the fucking show.
I told you because when you said you were going to captain Ingsy, I said that they will concede. I said it's not definitely going to be him because Brentford hadn't conceded yet. So I was saying it might not be the game to captain Ingsy for, but you know.
Yeah. Well, looking forward to this coming weekend. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to do, man, because obviously we don't know who's going to come back injured or with COVID or whatever.
Have you got any out straight away or not?
What's that?
Have you got any out from due to international, like any Brazilians? You ain't got none of those, have you?
No, I've got none of them. I've got none of them. So
I think you'll be all right, you know. I think in terms of like, well, yeah, you never know with COVID, etc. But
you're not looking to make no transfers?
Well, I was planning to remove Bamford and bring in Antonio because I think they got Southampton the weekend, haven't they, West Ham?
Yeah. That's
And
why
then
I'm gonna do it.
Brentford.
Though he's gonna cool down. Though, isn't
You
he?
got to get Antonio in before he does his hamstrings, man.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. When Europe comes in, I'm not like, boy,
Come on.
because
Where's his Sunday?
they manage his minutes anyway. They manage his minutes anyway. So yeah, when Europe comes in, they're gonna have to.
Yeah. Oh, Ash, where's your team, man?
I've sent it to Double.
I forwarded it to you about 5 minutes ago. Uncle.
You forwarded it to me.
Yes,
Oh,
mate.
okay, fair enough. All right, okay. I'm getting a bit old here, man. Come on now. Fucking open! You bastard. You fucking bastard. Why are you not open? All
You
right.
can't see me.
Good job we haven't got that many people watching. I don't think we've actually even got anyone watching live. Fuck them. Right. Right, so this is your team, young man. This is your team.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at
Filthy.
Superstar Ash.
Filthy.
You know what though, man? It's gutting, ain't it? Because I could have just literally picked, other than 3 or 4 players, I could have picked as captain and would have returned me the same amount. But yeah, Fernandez getting 4. You know what? I was going the whole time Antonio in my head. I was thinking Antonio, but I just thought, let me go for a punt with Bruno. I just thought, yeah, I'll go with him. And, him or Salah's a no-brainer as well.
If I had your team, Ash, I would have made Greenwood captain. That's the type of thing. That I do, because I know everyone else is going to pick for Bruno or Salah.
The thing is, I know I get your tactic, but I would tend to do that later on in the season, just in terms of you can get stung badly. Don't get me wrong, Greenwood can potentially be explosive, but he's not yet. As in Salah and Fernandez, at any time these guys could bag a hat trick, and if someone's captain them, that's you're looking at 30-point deficit for that week, sort of thing. So,
but that's what I'm saying. He would have been a differential. So because he scored, because obviously he's a forward, but he does a midfielder in the game. So when you can get 5 points for a goal, that's the type of things that I do. Because I'm not happy. 1 to 11, some players in my team haven't performed, but because I've luckily got my captain right every week, I've still maintained a decent amount of points.
Yeah. I hear you, bro. Benrahma, I'm basically chasing that shit. I'm drowning in the water. I don't know if I'm gonna.
Well, he got 2 goals and 2 assists in his first 2 matches. So obviously,
I was gutted because I was so close to having him in from the start, and I went Barnes. I think I said it the last time I was on it because I didn't want to go double West Ham. But obviously, West Ham just started the season on fire, haven't they?
Yeah, but no one was expecting West Ham to score that many goals, I suppose. So
never. No chance. What are we thinking with Man U then? As in, so when they've got, say Rashford's out for the minute, so it's going to be Cristiano number 9.
Yeah.
And Greenwood on the right, then on the left Sancho or one or the other, and then
I'd expect more than likely that But then when Rashford comes back, you know what will happen.
Yeah. What do you think, Stel?
I think Sancho will be the right winger, because he started. Didn't he start on the left against Wolves?
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
I got no change.
Yeah, so I think he's been brought in to be the right winger anyway.
What do you reckon Greenwood's going to make with?
Yeah, remember Greenwood's a striker.
He's got 3 and 3.
Ollie just moves him all over the gaff.
Well, he could play anywhere across the front 3 anyway. So he can play as a 10. He could play as a right winger, left winger. I mean, his favourite position is on the right because he can cut it in on the left.
Yeah.
But when Rashford is back, I guess he's going to be the. But then again, Rashford isn't guaranteed a start because let's be real, his form at the back end of the last season was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why would he come back into the team? Why? What? Because he's a dinner lady? I don't get it. That's not how it works.
Liberties.
So if United are challenging for the title, okay, I know he might be back in a few more weeks, right? And so it's too early to say. But if United are still winning games, why would you change your team? But then again, the same could be said about Ronaldo. Why would you change your team when Ronaldo's there? That being said, how can you ignore him?
Exactly.
And it's almost like the same with Sancho. The feeling was paid for him, right? Like to not start him, it's a bit of a.
Does Cristiano definitely start against Newcastle?
I don't think he'll start.
That's what I was thinking. I think he'll come on in like about an hour or something.
Yeah, I think he'll be on the bench. But what you said about Sancho there is right. But at the same time, look at Donny van der Beek. You know, United spent a shit ton of money for him, and I don't think he's even smelt the turf yet.
No.
It's a joke because he's such a good player.
Who would you play if everyone was fit? Who would you play as a front three?
Good question.
I would go. It depends on the opponent as well, man.
True.
Because if United are playing Liverpool, the system's going to be completely different. You're not going to have Pogba and McTominay in the middle of the park against Liverpool because you'll get absolutely fucking mullered. That's why they go with Fred and McTominay, because they're ball winners, and then that way you can play Fernandes and Pogba and whoever. But you need to play a team. You need to have a lineup where you can hit Liverpool on the counter, because they're still quick at getting back. Their fullbacks love to get forward, but they can still do a shift to come back. But if United are playing against someone like, for example, Newcastle, it's a no-brainer. You don't play with fucking two holding midfielders because they're not going to overrun you in the middle of the park. They're going to try and be aggressive, but you're gonna have more of the ball. Players need to move into spaces, move into gaps, need to break the lines. You need to have attacking fullbacks, and you need to exploit wide areas. So you're going to see Sancho and Shaw and Wan-Bissaka and probably Greenwood on the right-hand side. And don't forget, it's still at Cavani as well, man.
Mad.
So the options are there, but you know it's a big gamble for this manager now, because it's all or nothing for him as far as I'm concerned.
I just don't see how he's going to be able to deal with the personalities and the drama of all the options that you've got. I just don't see him dealing with that.
There you go.
Yeah, but bro, do you know what? I think as a man manager, he's brilliant. Tactically, he's a shambles. Don't get me wrong, but as a man manager, he's fucking brilliant. And this is from people that I know that he's coached as well. But don't forget, when you've got people like Rio Ferdinand and Paul Scholes and all these lot in Ronaldo's ear, you know, Ronaldo's going to go there as the leader now. So forget Harry Maguire having a captain. Who can Harry Maguire fucking influence anyway? Who? I mean, if you want someone, I mean, if it's a pie eating contest or headbutting a brick contest, then I mean that's Harry Maguire down to a T. Or drinking Foster's from a dog bowl, that's Harry Maguire down to a T.
Wow.
But when you need a leader in the dressing room, United have lacked that for many years. And Ronaldo is that. He's going to be that influence. So we'll see, man. We'll see. It's all about ifs and buts. But let's talk about your team quickly, bro, because like you've got Ayling there.
Yeah. I think I always had him. Last year, I liked him as a player. I think obviously their fullbacks always got forward. I think he had kind of underlying stats saying he was, unlucky to not really. I don't think he even got an attack in return. Hence his price was 4.5 million. And then obviously I'm not expecting him to score, but he scored in the first game, didn't he?
That's right,
But I just expect him to have a better season in terms of FPL points this than last season, because he just looked like he was always, the assist before the assist sort of thing, or just
he was very unlucky last season though.
He
scored a couple of side goals. I remember one he scored a header he scored against Fulham away that got disallowed, and he got 1 or 2 assists chalked off because there was the goals were given offside as well. So I told though he's not in my team, I told numerous people that anyone that asked me, I told them to pick him because he's going to play every week regardless, whether it be right back or sometimes he plays as a right side.
Did you see that bird, by the way? Let me put it back. Did you see that bird, by the way?
Bird?
I was perving. Didn't you see? 1 minute. Let me bring you back.
What are you doing?
Well, it was on Twitter, and then Kemi Augustine replied to her, so I thought I'd go into it to see what she looks like, and it's pretty bad, pretty nice.
Pretty bad.
Wow.
Pretty bad, pretty nice. Yeah, she's all right.
There's kids watching.
There's no one watching. There's 2 people watching live, if that. I don't think there's a problem. because you see these tweets, right? Where is it? Where's the TO? You see this, and you see Kemi Augustine replied, and he used to be a footballer, isn't it? He goes, "What was my home for 2 years?" I'm thinking, Kemi, I know that you want to reply to something, but
Was my home for 2 years. Does he mean the building or the woman?
well, that's a good question.
It's
It's a good question. It's a good question. But yeah, like I said, I've got some interesting people on the timeline. But anyway, there you go. What happened here? Was that Timo Werner missing a chance again?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Someone sent it to me earlier.
He's done, isn't he? He's got to be done.
We will now report back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Mad, I was having a conversation actually the other day on another podcast, and we were saying about Aubameyang. Is he done? And it was kind of the question come about was like, when you got a striker of that level, have you ever seen them have like a 1 year off sort of thing and then come back? And we was racking our brains, and really, I can't think of many. You could arguably say someone like Benzema has had bad seasons here. They're not bad seasons, but just like not to his level. But you see what I'm saying? To Werner, to that point, obviously he was great at Leipzig.
That's a good question, man. I mean, that's going to rack my brain in.
But he's not. Thing is not a natural finisher, though. Werner, and I've said this to anyone that listens.
And it's his first season in the Prem, but he had chances, didn't he?
Oh no, he missed some ridiculous chances. But I mean, I've seen it before. So even though he scored a bad goals for Leipzig, I've seen him miss. I remember there was one against Bayern. The ball come across the face of goal. Manuel Neuer moved, so went like that. So he literally had like 90% of the goal to game at, and he smashed it wide. So I'm not like people are like, but I told you. For anyone that listens, I told you not a natural winner, but he causes problems. He draws defenders, and he got a bag of points last season because he got assists, 1 penalties, and then chances that he missed, someone would put the rebound in. So he still got a good amount of points.
Yeah.
I was going to say Sergio Aguero, but if you look,
what bad season he could have?
Last season, 4 goals.
How many games did he play?
12.
That's not fair.
His worst season, if you talk about it, is 2012, 2013, where he got 12 in 30.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
And after that was 17 in 23, but still, man.
Yeah.
But then look at the other ones, like fucking 23 and 34, 26 and 33. I'll bring it up on the fucking screen now. Bollocks it. This is just mental. I mean, he's just a phenomenal goal scorer, man. I mean, this is just ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. Can you see these statistics, man?
And the worst thing about it as well is like
the season when he had the bad one. How many starts did he see? I can't see it because
12 starts.
Okay.
And I think didn't he get a hattie in his last game against Everton?
Yeah.
So effectively, he scored 1 goal in 11 prior to that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty shit. But I mean, that's the tail end of his fucking career. So you can't really. So I guess 2012 and 2013 is probably his worst season, where he's still got double figures.
Yeah, he's. I remember he's a crap. We spoke about Fowler on the last pod. He's not a good penalty taker. So the numbers could have been even better. He's missed at least since he's at City for 9 years. Also, he missed at least 10 penalties.
You remember those days, Double? I know you remember. You got him captain, and he blunders a penalty, and you're like, that's a -4, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. No, -2, but -2. But if you're captain, -4.
You'll feel that maybe this year still.
I've got one. Inconsistent. I love him, but he's inconsistent. Andy Cole, look at that. 34 and 40, followed by 9 and 18. There you go. 12 and 18, 11 in 34, 6 in 20.
But 9 and 18, that's 1 in 2, though.
Yeah. No, he's going through each one. The 6 goal season is not acceptable.
Wasn't that when he broke his legs? When Ruddock broke his legs in reserves?
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
And he missed a large chunk of the season.
I think you're right, actually.
15 and 33. Well, it's not bad, but then again,
11 in 34 is better than that.
9 in 19.
But then remember, Cole only scored 1 penalty in his Premier League career.
Yeah, true.
Also for Man United, that is rather. He did at Newcastle. But yeah, for Man United, he only scored 1 penalty, didn't he?
I think it was against Coventry.
So he was like premium though, Andy Cole.
Oh yeah.
Like, he had standout seasons, I think. Like obviously when he was with York. those years. I don't know if he was. I don't know. Maybe it was because of that generation. He didn't really get his kind of
Well, none of
credit.
them,
He was a part
around
of
them,
that,
around them times, none of those England strikers got enough. How many caps did Fowler on the right get? Or Ferdinand. Ferdinand had 2 seasons at Newcastle. Was bloody unplayable, mate. Put up ridiculous numbers. It was all Shearer Sheringham, wasn't it? So them I never saw a pitch for England.
There's a lot more strikers that have played in the Premier League. Obviously, you've got foreign players as well.
What about Darren Bent? Yeah, he was wicked at
Not
Charlton.
having that, man. He was never brilliant.
He was wicked at Charlton. Yeah, when Tottenham didn't happen, then this guy went to Sunderland and was flipping.
He's more famous for scoring a goal with a beach ball.
I think he was second top. I think he was second top scorer when he went to Sunderland.
And Harry Redknapp went on him, didn't he? Harry Redknapp.
Yeah, he's your guy. He's your guy. Statistics.
Yeah. Top English scorer 2 years in a row for Charlton and never got touched at international level. Yeah.
Look at the rest. I mean,
didn't really work at Tottenham. Sunderland, bro, he kept Aston Villa up by himself when Houllier bought him, mate.
Yeah, but look at that, man. What, 8 in 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept
9 in 22.
No, I'm talking about that's the season, the 8 in 21, bruv.
Listen, this guy is on.
Sorry, not 8 in 20. That one there. See, 9 in 16. He got bought in the winter transfer window and kept Villa up by himself.
By himself. I need to see this.
I remember they went Emirates and he scored a brace.
Mm-hmm. Aston Villa. Was it 2010? Was it
10-11 season?
10-11. This
FPL.
is no longer FPL wars. It's Trivial Wars.
It's Trivial
Premier League archives.
Premier League years.
They're more reliable, I guess, aren't they? Fucking hell, fixtures by competition. There we go.
I thought you were going to check their league position, but
check their league position. I don't tell you here.
I thought that
ninth. They finished ninth that season. What do you mean they almost stayed up? They finished ninth that season. What kind of championship manager game are you playing,
bro? They were in the relegation zone when they bought him.
He said he just about kept them up. Is that what you said?
I never said just so I kept them up. So he kept them up by himself. His goals.
He kept them up by himself.
They came out of the
finishing ninth. Is that keeping them up? I'm thinking they finished like 17th or 16th.
I'll tell you, as a finisher as well, Kevin Phillips.
Yep,
he was a finisher.
Yep.
Let's have a look then. Kevin Phillips.
He was more.
No, he's just saying he's a finisher. He's not saying
like.
I just want to see.
He's not saying he fell off. He's just saying that. I want to
see. Fucking hell, I get all fucking touchy. Fucking hell, man.
Who's getting touchy? I'm just saying the original question. Still shut your mouth. He was saying the original question was what striker fell off and then came back. So I'm just saying that he's saying Kevin Phillips is a finisher. He's not saying that he fell off. That's all I said. And you're saying that.
I don't know if you see the stats. That's all. Fucking hell, man.
I didn't say you couldn't look at the stats still. Fuck's sake.
I just wanted to. I was out of curiosity. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. It's like when I go to the toilet, Mrs. goes to me, where are you going? I'm going to the toilet. Like, what? Do you know one commentary on what I'm doing? Yeah, how long are you going to be in there? Like, fucking hell. I got 7 calls from she's got a day off today and she went out with her sister. I'm thinking brilliant. She's gone out with her sister. It's her sister's birthday coming up. They're gonna have a nice day. They're gonna go do all the girly thing, afternoon tea, all that kind of shit. I've got the day off work, take the kids to school, go to the gym, got the builders, whatever. How many times did she call me today? Let me check my phone.
Oh god.
Today, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 13. 8 plus 13 is 21, right? That's the amount of calls I got today. And you always started off with, what are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? I'm on the phone to you. If I was shagging another bird, I wouldn't answer the phone, would I? Really?
Oh, sorry. That Villa one was 11-12 season, by the way, not 10-11.
11-12 season.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. Anyway, you're checking Kevin Phillips. Get the stats up.
I can't bother now.
Who you start putting in next week then?
So we resort back to our regularly scheduled program, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So what would you want to talk about now?
My dilemma with the thing.
We were going through Ash's team.
Haven't we done it? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, pretty much done it. To be fair, I'm just kind of like thinking of my I was just going to mention like my dilemma.
What's
Now going forward?
What is it?
You
Come on,
know?
what's your dilemma? Come on.
Well, just I feel like with the so you don't like ruin the rest of your team. I don't know how you guys think. Like, I don't think you can have more than 2 of the premium kind of options. So,
right,
Salah, I think, is a keeper. Like, if I knew, I don't know who's gonna this dynamic with Ronaldo coming. I don't know what it's gonna do to kind of Bruno's numbers. So I think the safest bet is probably Lukaku, just because he's obviously going to be the main guy.
Yeah, gonna play. Yeah,
getting the thing. Obviously, City, I'm just staying clear of because you never know what fucker's going to play.
Yeah, true.
I feel like Man U might start to become like that a bit, or it's just going to get shared too much. You know, like one week Bruno's going to get numbers, then the next week Ronaldo. So I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
What do you know? What I was tempted to what's it called? Do my wild card, and I actually did a team based on if I use my wild card and what changes I would make, and it's actually a pretty decent team. But then the problem is, as you said at the beginning when we first started in the shows, there's some players that are going to keep picking up yellow cards, and I managed to get a team to fit in Salah, Kane, Ronaldo, and Lukaku. Yeah. But then
I've just sent you Ben's team because Ben did a madness and fitted in the most amount of premium players overseas. He's got 5 premium players in his team.
Serious?
Yeah, that was before.
Got like 3 keepers in defence or something.
He might be changing it though. Yeah, I know. It's the cheapest defensive in FPL history. No, actually, he got Trent in actually. So I've seen cheaper. I once had a defence with no one over 4.5 million.
Okay.
It's Big Ben done. Oh, what's he got? Woodman, who ain't going to play. Is he a regular keeper?
Yeah, because the other 2 are injured. Darlow and Nebraska are both injured. So he's played all the games so far.
Trent, Livramento, Duffy Dyer, Salah, Fernandez, Brownhill, Bissouma.
You almost wasted a bit of dough on Dyer. What's he, 5? You don't need to get Dyer for 5, man. You could have got someone as good.
He might be 4.5. Yeah. Saying that though, Tottenham ain't letting the bloody goal, so he's reaping the rewards for that thing.
That's not gonna last. Those 1-0s are not gonna last for Spurs. But yeah, no, Bissouma, he's gonna get 1 point quite a lot of weeks. So is Brownhill. Yeah, obviously it's explosive.
They are defo going to start though. That's the thing. Those 2, Brownhill and Bissouma, they're going to start literally every week. So sometimes having those people there, it's stable. You get me?
You know, you're guaranteed 1 point. You're guaranteed. That's which ain't.
Gilmore started. Anyone seen Gilmore play? He played well for Norwich.
Yeah, Gilmore started all Norwich's games.
Has he been playing well? Is he kind of?
Yeah, he's a good little player.
They've been conceding goals. That's the thing. Don't you lose points? No.
When you're midfield, you only lose 1 point for conceding.
You can gain 1, like from a clean sheet, but you won't lose any. He's a little general though, isn't he? Did you see him even in the early games for Chelsea? He's bossing around. Season nationals.
Had us up in the FA Cup game.
Yeah, that game.
Had up England in the Euros.
Yeah.
Man, like Billy. He's tiny, you know. Gilmore.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me have a play about with this while I.
So no one's made their subs for the weekend yet.
No, I haven't done.
So not some transfers. I mean.
No,
I'm not gonna this week. I'm gonna leave it this week because Bruno, you've got Newcastle still, ain't you? So
yes.
I think I'd be a fool to take him out. I think Lukaku, if you look at his colour, he's on yellow. Is he picked up a knock?
Yeah, picked up a knock.
Yeah. Because he never played for Belgium, so he's got a knock.
I'll keep the transfer, roll it over, and then next week I've worked out if I take out, because at the moment I play with 2 up top, so I'll change the 4.5 million striker to Lukaku.
Yeah. Take
out Bruno, and then I've got 5 point something to work with, and I'm thinking at the moment the best option is probably what's his name. Damari Gray, he's getting game time, isn't he?
Hey, he's still got a couple of goals. Yeah, I'm a fan anyway, and he's cheap. Yeah. What was he, about 5.5 million?
5.5. It's either him or the Brentford guy. Who I was
Boo.
Yeah. So yeah, or Dallas as a safer option.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, Damari Gray is just one of those. He's just a form sort of player, isn't he? He's not gonna. He's got a couple
But the way Rafa's setting up, those wingers are going to be vital, and the fullbacks, because he's got Rond. We all know Calvert-Lewin's going to be there, but he's just got Rondon in, so it's going to be, even when Gray's going to be making chances, even in games he doesn't score in, because then ball's going to be going into the box, man.
What's happened with that project, Evans project, from like chucking 40 million at Iwobi and whoever else? Now they're getting like Damari Gray and whoever.
That's a shrewd buy. Like Damari Gray was what, 1.5 million. You get me?
Changed, didn't it? What's happening?
Get the free transfers in, mates.
Man.
Rondon's a problem, bruv. So we'll see in it. But yeah, the wingers are going to do bits, man. It won't be Townsend, Gray. They're going to get points. Those are shrewd purchases, because otherwise the other people in Everton, the Calvert-Lewins, Richarlisons, and Luca Deans, and that, they're overpriced.
Yeah.
But Calvert-Lewin, because of the goals he got last 2 seasons, he's obviously, his price is always going to go up. But like someone like Richarlison, whenever people sell him, he scores, and then when everyone rushes to get him in, he does nothing.
Yeah, so true. No? He's an enigma, isn't he, Richarlison?
But he's wanted though. He's wanted.
I've never understood the hype, but somehow he pulls something out of his ass.
Yeah, Barca obviously they was in for him, weren't they?
Yeah, Barca and Madrid. What did he?
I know he's got his physique, and he's got some raw ability. I think
he's good in the air.
Rash as well. He shoots. He seems like if he makes the wrong call in the first 5-10 minutes of a game, then he can't get his head straight, sort of thing.
What made me laugh in the last game is that they were fighting over the penalty.
Oh mate.
And then obviously Calvert-Lewin scored it, yeah. So, but he's got 3 and 3, Calvert-Lewin, because 2 of them have been penalties. No one's really, you're not going to talk about it, but he still gets the points. Penalty or Worldie.
He'll do well. DCL.
Still getting the same points.
Do you think DCL will do well again?
He'll get probably about 15 league goals, maybe for 16. Yeah. He's streaky. When he learns to be more consistent, he's a problem. It will be a problem, but he's streaky.
Yeah, he is. Same as last season, he started really well, didn't
but
he?
If you catch him when he's on his run, you will reap the benefit, bruv. Especially if you give him a captaincy in one of them games, you're gonna,
Yeah, 100.
He's gonna do numbers. And Rafa's gonna play to his strengths, so when he's fit, he's gonna do bits.
Yeah,
listen, boys, if I've got Kasper Schmeichel, and I'm actually thinking about taking him out. And the reason why is because Leicester just keep conceding goals in the front and centre because they've got no defenders.
Who's your second keeper?
Sanchez. So I'm just going to swap him.
Swap them. The thing is, you know what it is? I tend to either go with, Kasper, what was he, 5.5?
5.
I think it was 5. Yeah, that's a very good price for him.
I've always done it either. This is the first season actually that I've just gone for a 4.5, just because I think he was undervalued, and then gone for a 4 million. So I'm literally just playing Sanchez every week. It's one of those. Then you haven't got that kind of decision because it doesn't seem a lot, but you kind of just downgrading. If you just have Sanchez, downgrade Schmeichel to like a 4 million, another million to play with, sort of.
Yeah.
You could do that.
That's not a bad shot, actually. Not a bad shout at all.
Ito's locked in, Ryan, and he's got Schmeichel in goal.
Okay.
And
Soyuncu looks terrible, don't he? Soyuncu.
He got sent off for Turkey yesterday. He's had the worst start to a season I've ever seen for a defender, mate.
Yeah. I think he's out for a while.
If I use my wild cards, this is what I'd probably go with. That's probably what I'd go with. Which, in all fairness, it doesn't look bad. And I know people are going to say, well, why have you got Alan? Well, Alan is like a favourite of Benitez, isn't he? Because he's fucking with him at Napoli.
Yeah, at Napoli, yeah. He'll win. The only problem with Alan is the yellow cards.
Yeah.
Because if he's fit, he's going to start all the games, but yellow cards.
Yeah.
Basuma gets booked a lot as well. Fabinho 2. So who's that? Cristiano, Kane, Lukaku, Salah, White, Amate, Christensen. Christensen could pick Tanganga, Cody.
The only thing I'd say with it,
He's put his glasses on. This is how he's serious now. He's got his glasses.
no, I think that when I compare the 4.5 million options in midfield to what you can have, you could have Ayling as like an attacking fullback. So it might even be worth, I don't know, compensating with like Christensen and bringing in Ayling, gaining 0.5, and then maybe getting another better midfielder, because I think those 4 midfielders really,
but
those 4
Rice,
midfielders are not good.
Yeah, Rice will suit me. That's got his forward line. But look at the price of his forward line. So he would have to.
I was clocked the forward line, but I just mean, at least have, maybe you could, downgrade Christensen.
All right, so take him out.
Yeah, no because, but even in the midfield though, them man there all could get booked, and don't Rice, Fabinho, Basuma and Allen, they could all get booked, and they're not really gonna. They're very rarely gonna get goals.
They're gonna get nothing.
So no, but the thing with Fabinho is that he comes in, and you're looking at the clean sheet possibility for Liverpool. Do you know what I mean?
That's only a point though.
It's only one point. It's only 1 point though really, for a midfielder.
Yeah, I don't know. I would try and aim for personally, but obviously,
go on.
I'll go Salah and then aim for getting in some like 2, like maybe Gray and that Brentford guy who are 5.5 each, I think, and then just.
I recommended Mbumu in the first FPL.
Because then at least you've got a 3, because then you could play 4-3-3 and then still have almost like 3 attacking midfielders. You see what I mean?
Anyway, who would you take out in the midfield?
I would take out Fabinho. I think that's pointless.
Okay.
If I'm honest. I would take out the 5 million Rice, because he's as good as a 4.5 really. Then try and bring in what's his name?
Look,
Gray. Gray, is it Gray?
Gray's 5.5, isn't he?
Damari Gray left
up. I think he might have gone up actually. He might be 5.6 now.
Damari Gray is.
No, he's at Everton now. He's at Everton.
Oh, he's at Everton. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he's 5.6 now though.
Is he? That might sting you then.
Well, I'm not going to pick Sigurdsson, am I? For fuck's sake. 5.6. Yeah.
Yeah. 5.5. So I'm trying to look at, because obviously, have you got any money in the bank still?
What on here now? I go, well, 3 players, 15.
If you made those changes, have you got any money in the bank?
Pass. I'm just hypothetical here. I haven't done anything.
I'm trying to look at options for you, because obviously, Fabinho. So instead of Fabinho,
well, if I get a cheap defender, if I put Simica back in, because he's like the cheapest option.
Yeah, restore him a sec. Then press on Gray, Damari Gray. Let's go down a sec.
Just make sure you don't confirm those changes.
No, don't worry.
And then you got. So what you got left?
5.9.
5.9. Yeah, so you can still get, because then do you see what I mean? Like you could get a decent. What you want to try and get to actually is see like Amati and Simicaz. You want to probably have one of those as a 4.5 who's going to play, because those 2 in the end won't be playing.
Well, Amati will, because the problem is
Leicester have got a bag of injuries, so
okay, so that's
calm. Until Vestergaard gets fit, Amati's going to play.
That's fine then. Keep him, and then if you then aim to maybe play with like I would go take out Simicaz and bring in probably Dallas. I would personally 4.5, and then you got.
Remember Dallas is a midfielder now.
You talk about Ayling.
Ayling.
So, you meant Ayling. Oh, you meant Ayling. Right.
Okay. Right, let's get Ayling then.
Yeah,
I like this. We're experimenting with my team. It's lovely.
You might be 0.1 out.
I'm going to change him to Guinea Pig FC next season. Where is Luke Ayling? How much was he? 4 point something?
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
You might go Leeds instead of going defend.
Dirty Leeds. Where is he? Ayling. All right, he's in.
Okay, then how much you got left now?
5.4.
Yeah. See that Brentford guy. What's he? Double? Is he 5?
Mbeumo's 5.5, I think.
Ah,
Might have even gone up. I think he's gone up to 5.6. Look, that's an option. Oh no, but 5.5 years. Saul that's someone in that region that can get goals because he's got a wicked left peg on him and he shoots from distance.
What about Albrighton though? Wouldn't he be a good punt?
I said that was the first name I said.
Is it?
Because he's 5.4 now. That was the first.
So even Smith Rowe. I think Smith Rowe.
Chelsea. That Gallagher guy has come on loan from Chelsea, isn't he?
Yeah, Palace. Yeah, he's good. Conor Gallagher.
Gallagher.
What about Smith Rowe though? Smith Rowe would be a good shout, no?
Who, sorry?
Smith Rowe. I think he'd be a good shout.
Yeah. Smith Rowe, yeah, definitely. Yeah, Smith Rowe's a good one. And Arsenal's fixtures have turned now. Actually, yeah, you know what? Smith Rowe would be great because the thing is as well, you probably have a lot of people jumping on. What is he as well? 5.4. He's gone down, mate.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's you're on the money now. Now look at that. That midfield, being real, that looks a lot better than having the 4 DMs you had alongside Salah.
What should we say? I could go 4-3-3.
Yeah, 4-3-3.
5, isn't it? Let's see.
And if you wanted to even, I don't know, like that Gallagher maybe even
Palace.
Yeah.
Got
2.
Got a brace against.
Who have they got at the weekend? Let's have a look. Who have Palace got? They've got Spurs at the weekend.
Yeah, they got a tough run actually. Then they got Brighton at home. They got Liverpool away, Brighton at home, Leicester, and then Arsenal.
Well, what about Wolves? I know they ain't been converting their chances, but they're still creating chances.
That's what I said, Toby.
Yeah, you
said that. I said Wolves players. That's what I said at the start. Trinsao is who I'm looking at, mate. Man was ripping Man United's defenders and midfielders to shreds.
Trinsao, yeah.
5.9. Traore at 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, even still, man.
Yeah, Wolves have got decent games coming up. Like they can get points, and even if they're not going to win the games, their attacking players can get points.
That's mad though. But it's like, even if, would you kind of try and maybe only have 3 premiums? Because then you could obviously, you know, if you say like see one of the strikers, even if you went down to an Antonio.
Yeah, I've only got 3. I've got
have like Trent, what good Trent, 5 million to mess around with.
Yeah, Trent, Salah.
Everyone's different, isn't it, with their strategy? Like, you know, on a week that could be so explosive. You know, got those 4 premium options. Like,
stick one of them as captain and put triple captain and see what fucking happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's all ifs and buts. I'm gonna have a play about with it. The deadline isn't till what, Friday? Saturday morning.
You're right. What you said though, probably delay it until next week because of COVID and whoever's coming back.
Yeah.
We will get a lot of information actually in all the press conferences, won't we, in the next 2 days? So.
I should bloody hope so.
So Pep won't give away fuck all.
No, I won't. Of course not. Well, look, boys, before we wrap it up, because I've even gone on for well over an hour. Fucking hell. Are there any standout players you're looking for this weekend that, given the fixtures? I know we mentioned Wolves very briefly, but do you see like any change coming out of Danny Ings' pocket maybe against Chelsea? I can't see anything happening there, but I think Arsenal are about to Norwich the dicking of their lives.
I just slagged them off, but I think definitely that Monday game, Everton and Burnley target either team. They can both hurt each other. You know, Chris Wood always has that run where he gets goals and assists, and then will go quiet for a bit. Richarlison, I'm not sure if Calvert-Lewin is going to be fit for that Everton game. So Richarlison, and I pop it in earlier, could do something. Gray, obviously, we've already spoke about. Definitely target the Watford Wolves game as well, and Southampton West Ham.
Yeah,
and you expect United to get at least 2 goals against Newcastle.
I think Leeds. Whenever anyone plays Leeds, I think,
at the moment Salah will probably be my captain.
I know it's kind of an obvious choice, but I just think Leeds are that sort of team, and Southampton. When you play them sort of teams, like they can turn up.
I've got a feeling that City are gonna
as well.
I've got a feeling City are gonna dick Leicester. You know that.
Their defence
Well,
at the moment.
it wouldn't be too surprising. I don't know if Arsenal are going to deal with Norwich the way people think. As I told you, lot, when United played Southampton, I told you lot not to captain Bruno, but everyone was thinking their eyes lit up. If Arsenal win, I think it will be a close game. I'd rather target Norwich player. Even now, with this nonsense of Brazil's team and Firmino might not be available for our game with Leeds on Sunday, I'm leaning towards captain Jota.
I think that's a good move. I think that's because,
but Norwich have had a bag of players on international duty, bruv.
Because he scored for.
I just think there's a lot of pressure on that game. I think it's going to be cagey. In fact, we've lost our first 3. I think if it into this game in a different sort of mindset,
and the crowd's going to get onto you lot. So,
this is it. I think I can see us scraping that. But
I think you're going to be on the front foot from the first whistle.
I hope so, bro. I hope so, man. I hope so.
He's got to. The next few games are vital, man.
Massive. We've got them, Burnley, and then I think Spurs.
Brighton, Spurs, Norwich,
you know Arteta doesn't set up like that though, still.
I know, but maybe
even though he's Norwich, he might go in with 3 centre halves. Like we don't know what he's doing.
No, I know, but he's gonna have to bite the bullet, man. Listen, you've seen it time and time again before with other teams where like managers play a certain style and then the fans start getting on their backs and eventually the manager say, fuck it, let's do it the fans' way for 1 or 2 games and see how it goes. Because if it doesn't go the way that the fans want, then he just goes back to what it was doing before. It's happened so many times before. So I can see him going maybe 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 and just going for the throat. And if it doesn't work, he goes back to the old system. But I think they're going to start off on the front foot, man. And listen, the players that Arsenal have got at the moment, man, come on. Like, all right, I know that you got your Shakas. Shaka's suspended, isn't he? Your El Nenis and all that kind of stuff. But Aubameyang scores goals, bruv. Like, Lacazette can be a top goal scorer. We've seen him in the past. Like, Saka is fucking brilliant. Smith Rowe. Partey is now back in training. Come on, man.
Pepe looks like he's kicking on as well, to be fair. Towards the end of last season, physically looked better. Decision-making looked better. But yeah, Smith Rowe, that could be a good shot, how we kind of come across that.
What's going on here, by the way? What's this? Virtual arcade?
I thought you were showing women again.
No.
One of my boys is watching. I think as if he's misses, and you're putting women on the screen.
Oh well. Didn't say it was a.
Smith Rowe could be a shout though. I'm calling that.
Yeah, because
he can score at home, and he's going to be well rested because he hasn't obviously been. Did he go under 21s? Did we even have under?
No. I think he.
I'm not sure.
I think didn't have a flu or something.
Yeah.
I don't think he had the Rona.
Yeah. I felt sorry for him in those games against, like, especially the City. He played well against Brentford, and then he was the only one really on it. Like, gave him monkeys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking put him holding midfielder with Odegaard, for fuck's sake.
Say that again, mate.
Put him a holding midfielder with Odegaard.
Odegaard, yeah, I like him. I do like him. He keeps the ball, doesn't he? He's like, and I think he will kick on as well. Before he got injured last season, he looked tidy. So
yeah, he's a good player, man. He's
not necessarily anything else. Well, I probably would have preferred Madison, paid a lot more money, but he's kind of got he's got a shot on him.
I don't know where those Madison thingies came from. Outlets are saying that he asked to leave Leicester, but I'm like just far clickbait.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a big Madison fan.
Yeah,
he's actually usually my FPL team, but since he's been having these problems with his back and his hip, I've not picked him as much.
Yeah, same.
Back in his
but
hip.
There's a bag of options up there, but now this is where it comes in really being tough because obviously when Europe kicks in next week, Antonio's minutes will be managed. Ollie Watkins is fit now, so Villa have the option to play both, or it might be one starting, one coming off the bench. Now we're really going to see how good everybody is with all these different things that are going to come into
I
play
think
now.
Thingy will be a good shot this season. Buendia, I don't think he'll play a lot. I think
Who?
Buendia. I think he'll have a good season.
Yeah, because he'll be on set piece duty as well. So I actually had him in my team in my original draft, and then I made
I did as well. It's just the thing, you know, when he was actually, it's a similar scenario to what's his face, Aileen Norwich. Cantwell and Pookie were the standouts, weren't they? But his underlying stats, Buendia, I didn't get as many goals and assists, but he was actually
creating a bag of chances.
So maybe
as well.
and
You get points, and that can work in your favour with the bonus point system, creating chances for when you're a midfielder or any position really. But,
yeah.
So,
Dan, have you seen who you got this weekend?
I've got Chad. I've got Goliath.
Let's have a look at game week 3, 50 points, and this is the team that he rolled with. Edison, who might not be allowed in the country. Soyuncu, Aaron's. So he's got 3 defenders there that don't get any points, that lose points. You got to beat him, surely.
You should beat him. You should beat him.
Hey, that's the thing with head to head. It's all the luck, obviously, as I said, of who you're playing, because you'll get a score and you'll look at the other scores in the league and you get more points than like half the people in the league.
Look at the Patriot. He's putting Leon Bailey. The Patriots. He's putting Leon Bailey.
Leon Bailey is going to get points when he's fully fit.
He looks decent.
He's going to get points.
Well, who have I got? I think I've got someone who got less points than me. Jermaine Reed, he got 45 points last weekend.
Man, like
let's bring his team up.
Man, like the front room gooner. Big up Jermaine, the front room gooner. Yeah.
Good team.
Bit of product integration there.
He's got Calvert-Lewin in his team, and he's muscle injury, 75% chance of playing.
Yeah,
Vidra.
Pulled out the England squad.
Barnes. I mean, it's a decent team.
He was top. When I did my first head-to-head league a couple of seasons, the pandemic season, he was top for the whole season. Then the pandemic come, and then after that, he just completely capitulated.
Mm-hmm. Well, here you go. Oh, where is it? Come back here, you fucking bastard. Here we go, boys. Unavailable for the match against Chelsea. Quarantine regulations.
Okay.
You not allow in the country, motherfucker.
That's what I was saying. That was up before they even played the internationals. That's what I was saying earlier.
Okay.
So he was not going to play. He wasn't available anyway. That's what I was saying. I put Sanchez in goal, but still thought I was just being abrupt. I was just trying to explain the whole thing. It wasn't.
How do you see? Is there like a thing on here that tells you which players are unavailable or doubtful or whatever?
Yeah, the red.
Now, where? How do you find it on here?
There's thingy. Well, there.
Player availability.
Yeah.
Player availability.
Oh, look
Smith Rowe's on yellow. Look, Smith Rowe's on yellow.
Illness, 75% chance of playing. Yeah, maybe he had diarrhea or something.
But sometimes I'll tell you this though. It's better. I don't want to let people know, but if they are watching, it's better to keep tabs on Ben Dinnery's Twitter.
Oh, Ben, yeah.
I hate to give my secret away because last season, the reason why you'll be surprised about people that don't know. The reason why at the start of the season I went flying away is because before Tottenham went to United when they beat them 6-1 last season, Son was injured. 25% chance of playing on the FPL app. But then Mourinho did a press conference on the Friday and he was speaking in riddles. So from when he spoke in riddles, I said, Son's playing. Son played and got 2 goals and an assist. And like everybody sold him.
Right.
So it's all about differentials. All about differentials.
Okay. Yeah. He's got Premier injuries, which gives you a list. That's the website that we should have mentioned as well.
Because Ben is the hardest working man on Twitter.
He's an animal.
There'll be a bag of press conferences on Friday, and he will put quotes out from every single press conference.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a demon, mate. He's Ben the Demon Dinnery. Fucking demon.
Every single.
Anyone who plays FPL will know that guy.
Bro, I remember I messaged him beginning of August, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm having a few days off before it's all systems going, all that kind of thing." And he goes, "Give me a few days, and I'll get back to you." And I was like, "Yeah, you go relax, sunshine, because you're gonna need that rest. You're gonna need that rest."
He's a savage, man.
There you go, Emil Smith Rowe, not COVID related, so he'll probably play.
Okay.
Partey. He made out of glass anyway. Okay.
I don't even know if Son's going to be available for me. That's the problem.
Yeah, he got injured, didn't he? The international duty.
So, yeah, I don't know if he'll be available. I'm not going to sell him just yet, but,
Oliver Skip's injured.
Yeah, calf. Oh, goodness, calf. Shin, heel.
And Ndombele injured again. What a fucking surprise.
So,
I mean, he's the most pointless Premier League player in history, isn't he? Let's be honest.
He's
a lot of Spurs fans there.
He's a quality player.
You can't say that against Taggy.
He's never going to be available, then it's not much use.
Oh, Taggy. The Spurs fans have had enough of him as well now, to be fair.
They have. Don't fucking blame them, to be honest.
Yeah.
It looks like Nuno is a fan of Steven Bergwijn, so Bergwijn.
He does what he's told.
Yeah, so but Bergwijn, his finishing leaves quite a bit to be desired, but flipping, if he likes him, he will make things happen, man. He beats people, he'll get in the box, so that's an option, like a mid-range priced midfielder.
Yeah.
Away from to allow you to try and maybe squeeze an extra premium or get some better picks in. Because to be perfect with me, with the forwards, look thus far, the highest, the Lukaku's obviously only just come. You've got Kane there, obviously Cristiano's coming now. You're better off if you started the season with a Calvert-Lewin or an Antonio or Ings or whatever, those 8 million price guys, which then allows you to top up in other areas.
100%. I think he might be a shout as well, where obviously they've been wasteful. Jimenez is one to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Once Jimenez,
Raul.
What happened?
Raul Jimenez is a fantasy beast. A couple of seasons ago, I had Jota was down as a midfielder, in it, and those two were just assisting each other every week, bruv. It was
even Traore that year, wasn't it? Traore actually had
Traore had, at the back end of the season, he went on a burst, in it.
Yeah. He got to the byline so many times.
Got some creating them chances, but yeah, Thing's my guy as well, but he's out injured. I don't think he'll be back to just before Christmas. Pedro Neto did a madness for me He did a madness for me last season.
Lovely.
So Wolves are gonna have options, but let's leave it there.
Let's wrap it up, man. We've gone on for too long, for way too long. But it's been fun for some anyway.
Yeah,
been fun for some. D's on his Motorola again. Don't you lot remember that Motorola Red?
I remember the flip. The Motorola flip. What's the red one?
Yeah, it's Angaba.
Halfway warehouse days.
Hey, you lot working in your phone shops, remembering phones I never knew existed. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it was a Motorola Razor.
This hasn't just been FBO. It hasn't just been FBO. You've seen women today and learning about mobile phones. This is a podcast. This is
Here we go. Look at that. Where is it? Look at that, man. They're all different colours.
Yeah,
that phone was banging.
It's your phone double, man. You sure you ain't got it?
He's got it. I'm telling you, he's got it. Which one has he got? Which one is it? Let me find it. It's one of these. It's definitely one of these. But it wasn't a flip one. It was not a flip one. Oh, look, they got this one as well. Look. It's a smartphone, touchscreen version.
Okay.
Razor Max. Look at that. How much do these things go for? I'm sure I've got one in my mum's drawers at home, because I've got a drawer at my mum's house and it's just full of old mobile phones. Like 3210, 5110.
8210.
8210, yeah.
How about the 8910?
I had an 8210.
The Chrome one. What was that Chrome one, which was expensive? Do you remember? 8910 or 8950 or something? Do you remember? Just had the little kind of pull. It was kind of a screen, and you pull it down a little bit. You know the ones.
80.
That was the
80
one which was bucks.
8520, wasn't it? No, 8550.
Bucks. Yeah. That
8800.
850. Yeah, that one. These ones. That was bucks. That one.
Yeah.
I made a gold or something.
Fucking hell, man, that's crazy.
That one as well. 7600. That was the game phone.
Yes, that's right. Yep. Fuck me. Wow, those were the days, man.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
8850. That's it. 8850. Yeah.
Classic 2G. Look at that. Classic 2G.
My cousin had that phone. God rest his soul. My
Okay,
cousin had that.
Oh, we're showing our ages now, boys. We're showing our ages. My first phone was this one. Where is it?
My first phone was the face off. I can't even remember. I can't even remember what the number was for that.
P38. This no GH.
Shit,
That's the one. This one.
I remember that phone.
That was a
That
tool.
one.
The charger was so big you could do flipping weights with it.
No, wait. No. My first one was this one. What am I talking about? 80, no, 8701 was Usher's album. 7, it was a flip and you pulled the, shit. Oh no, it's gonna bug me now. I might roll a flip. Let's have a look. It's got to come up, man. Oh, fuck's sake. Flip phone. 1995, was it? Where is it? It was a greyish, silvery one.
You privileged people. I never had a bloody, I never had a mobile them times.
Privileged people.
I was in primary school in 95.
They look old, bruv. They look like.
Do you remember this one? The Walkman, the Sony one. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
That's 2000.
The Ericsson one as well was good. That was it. The T10, the Ericsson T.
Ericsson T10, yeah. Let's find the Ericsson T10.
Yes, you are shooting to FPL orders.
Yes.
I'm on fire because you could make the ring. Do you remember, like, you could use the ringtone noise and make a song? Sort of
yes. But I'll tell you what, my friend, where is it? Let me find it. But see, this phone is an iPhone, yeah? Have you heard my ringtone for this phone?
Go on.
The Nokia Kick. Can never beat it, man.
That was a
never
kick.
beat it.
Everyone had that, man. That was a banger.
Yes. And Snake is the best ever game released on a fucking phone. It's that simple. Right, boys, Twitter handles and that kind of shit. Go on, Ash.
Yeah, Boots49 on Insta. Catch me on there, being an idiot.
What's your TikTok?
And TikTok, I'm on TikTok. Boots Bants. So yeah, if anyone's on there, or just jump on.
And you and I are gonna do our rude replies show one day.
Yeah, that would be good actually. That would be funny because it does have me laughing. You get a lot of people. You get some trolls on there, man.
Oh mate, but I'm
like 8 years old.
I'm gonna have to translate it for you because a lot of it. I have to translate it for you because a lot of them are in Greek, but some of the stuff that they come out with, man, is just like fucking hell. Like, if they typed it in English, they'd be banned straight away.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Some of the stuff that they put, like, proper homophobic
button, as well. Like, do you have it on TikTok where because sometimes I'll have people message me in another language and then you can translate it.
Is there? Let me have a look.
Yeah, you can translate it. I think you got to hold it down.
Translate. Yes, you're right. Yeah, there it is. But the thing is, they also write. So even though they write in Greek, they write it with the English keyboard. Even though the letters aren't the same, they're similar.
Yeah.
And then it's like when you read it, you're like, it doesn't make sense. But then when you read it, But it is funny though. I mean, some of the stuff that you see, man. Like, where is it? I'm just gonna try and find it. I'm gonna try and find you one. And what is it? Yeah, your granddad is stupid. Yeah, he's a kerata. All these different words. It's just like, what the fuck, man? I'm just reading some of them now. It's weird.
It is weird, mate.
It's weird.
It's so weird that people have the time to just bother someone who they've never met.
Well, you know, D doesn't get that problem because he's really polite on social media.
Okay.
D has lots of friends on social media.
Oh, please. I tweet and close it.
He drops a crazy room and walks out.
It's been flipping pissing me off for the last 5 years. Back, the first 5 years on Twitter were brilliant. Since then, football Twitter has been the most ridiculous place ever. Playground for idiots. People idolize players. They don't even watch football. They just idolize players.
Yeah.
Go on, D. Wrap it up with your socials and all that, mate.
Double D. That's DUBULDEE. I keep on forgetting, so my bloody government name comes up on this flipping Zoom for when I'm doing business meetings. Yeah, that's at Double D on all social media, and I am part of the D&D Footy Factory, who go live on Top FM at 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning. That's 95.5 FM in London, but you're probably best off listening to it on the TuneIn app. And our is at DD Footy Factory _.
Superb. Well, that's another episode in the bank. Thank you everyone for watching and tuning in and listening. We'll be back next week, where hopefully Dan will have a good week and I'll have a good week, and Ash will have an even better week because Ash is like miles ahead of us.